couldn't be happier that our closest friends and family are here today. Obviously the venue is lovely, the weather is held up alright, and probably most important for us, the dogs were actually completely behaved, survived all weekend. But it does really mean everything to us. I want to thank David, first of all, for his lovely speech, empowering through despite the sore throat. At one point was going to be well, I might have to say a few kind words.
That'd be really difficult.
Just let the audience out.
Well, I'm particularly traditional, obviously. I want to thank Nick for taking the opportunity not to completely take the piss out of it. But don't worry, Gary is coming up.
Damn right.
I am going to try to keep it a little bit short and sweet if I can. For those who don't know Nick, she's probably getting hungry.
Insulting me the whole
we've actually had to make up some of our own words for Nick. There's slangry when she hasn't slept enough because she's been on night shift. There's rangry when she hasn't run. Being a doctor and someone gets kicks out of running that does some pretty well. So, Tyree and David, officially now the in-laws. I genuinely thank you for welcoming me to your family. It's been an absolute pleasure over the past how many years to meet you, obviously Rob as well. And also thank you for raising such an amazing daughter. However, as someone who's not really into tradition, I didn't actually ask David if I could propose to make your calls. So I thought I should probably just check now. It is. Yeah. To be perfectly honest, I think yours as well, because when we first met, she was still at uni, and when she left uni, I was kind enough to welcome her into my home and take over the financial burden that was in the bank of Dad was no longer with me. To my mum and dad, just want to say thank you for raising me to be the first thing out today. Every good quality that I had is because what you've done. I'm sure it wasn't easy, but I just want to thank you as well. Cheryl, where's my Cheryl? I also want to thank you.
You can tell me the same thing in my car.
You treat me like one of your own, and also the bottom of him. But that can't be. How rude. One of the bridesmaids, I'm sure everyone here today can agree that they're all absolutely stunning. Thank my sister Amy, Roxanne, Lauren, and Emily for being unbelievably supportive to Nick over the past couple of years. Hopefully it wasn't too much of a challenge to get down the aisle today. I said earlier about Alfie and Sam, but really we couldn't have been happy with how well they were. We were a little bit worried about them, and I'm sure everyone can agree that a little bit better. But now they'll be home enjoying peace and quiet. Nikki, she really did look breathtaking today, genuinely. It is a bit weird seeing you in a dress. Part of me genuinely thought she might just jog down the aisle do it before we sit down for Sunday. But this weekend marks around 9 years that me and Nick have been together. I'm honest. I'm too sure I should still put up with this after all this time, never mind marrying us. But those past 9 years have been genuinely the happiest in my life, filled with just joy and amazing memories. For those who know Nick, you know how unbelievably competitive she is. David touched on it. That could be work, running, or probably most painfully for me when we're playing board games. I would not recommend playing Scrabble with the doctor. But you'll also know just how kind, fun, caring, passionate, ambitious, driven, and supportive she is. These are just some of the traits that make Nick the person she is today, the person I fell in love with, and the person I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with. Nick is someone who wants to put a mind to something, she'll stop at nothing to make it happen. If you look at something like Lakeland 50-mile run, something that most people would think would be impossible. Despite me taking up running just a few years earlier, She managed to complete 50 mile run in horrendous conditions. I was more tired at the end of it. I felt in the tank at the end of it to smile afterwards. And the sun daffodils, and she's planning to do it again later this year. But speaking of making it happen, Nick spoke a little bit about our engagement, when we came to be engaged. For those who don't know, Nick had actually designed sort of our engagement for 2 years before we got engaged, so we didn't feel like having a choice. But I want everyone to know that I am here by choice. At least that's what I say that. Some people do ask us what it's like being with a doctor, and someone who works silly hours, night shifts, spend most of the time running. They'll say it must be hard when you spend too much time together. But probably remember there's 3 people in my relationship. So there's me, there's Nick, and there's my little bit Xbox. Nick will often ask, is it okay if I go for a run? When she's standing at the door and I'm running gear, and Rex is probably outside in the car waiting. So probably doesn't matter what to say anyway. What she doesn't know is I've probably already messaged Phil. But seriously, I couldn't be happier standing in front of you all here today with Nick as my wife, and I cannot wait to create countless more memories for the rest of our lives. And with that, I propose a toast to my amazing wife, to Nick. And that brings me to my best man, Gary. I was going to say something like, remember he's got a pretty wonderful imagination. But actually I want to thank Gary. First of all, cheers for arranging the cracking couple of nights for the stag do. Nick only saw the photos for the first time today, so. But I actually want to thank Gary mostly for being an amazing Nick and a top role. He's someone who's always been there for me, having through some really tricky times, and I'll always be grateful. I was actually struggling to ever have him speech. And Gary, being a man of wisdom, I asked him, or I told him at least, that I was having a little bit of difficulty figuring out how to end it. And he said, and I quote, just say something like, and here's Gaza who's shitting his pants. So, without further ado, here's Gary who's shitting his pants.
Ladies and gents, for those of you who haven't met, my name is Gary. It's a pleasure to be here with Scott's Best Man today. I hope you all enjoy yourselves. It's been a wonderful occasion so far. However, every silver lining has a cloud. Firstly, if anyone's feeling nervous or queasy about what lies ahead, well, that's probably because you just married Scott. Scott was quite lenient about what I could say in his speech today. He did have one thing though, and that was to not mention previous girlfriends, so sadly it has knocked the speech short by a good 3 seconds. I reckon the best man's speech is the groom's worst 5 minutes of the day, which is understandable. Don't worry, Nick, your worst 5 minutes is the much element. Well, that's it, I need to. Speaking of Nick, let's not go any further. I'm not raising the glass again. How beautiful she looks today. What a fine job you've done in front of her. Not forgetting, of course, the bridesmaids. They're doing a fantastic job today and look stunning as well. Again, to the bridesmaids.
The bridesmaids.
Which leads us nicely on to my next point, which is that for all the single blokes out there, it's actually quite a sad occasion as another beautiful lady leaves the market. And of course the single ladies. Actually it's just not a day for you. Hopefully it's not coming across too much, but public speaking is not something I'm too practiced in, so as you do, I googled how to do a good best man speech. These days you actually have to pay, and he's not worth $4.99, I'm actually paying. Of course I'm joking, I've actually wrote a poem to describe the wonderful journey Scott and I and it goes like this. There's 9 a.m. on a Saturday. Back in the days of Asda, grafting hard in the warehouse, I'd rather have been in Basra. The boss comes walking over. He says, "Do you know there's a walk called Scott Scott?" I'd heard of him when I was younger, but believe it, I did not. He's come to work for us, you know. He's going to be on your section. I couldn't believe I'd finally meet the man, the myth, the legend. Really funny, really been good crack. Really live up to all the talk. The very next week we finally met. He was a proper little dog. The first few weeks, a shy young man, he kept himself to himself, doing as any new starter would do, just stacking from shelf to shelf. But he persevered, he saw some potential in this lad's banter and craft. Probably through pressure more than anything else, he agreed to become one of the pack. As Saturday approached, a new life for Scott. This was his first night out, I'm certain. The freshest kid you've ever seen in his new white shirt from Burton. Strutting around in his Asda jeans and his polished shoes and loafers. It wouldn't be long before his first night out was well and truly over. The fact he only had 3 drinks was actually quite wrong. Leaning over the sofa upstairs in Chase, throwing up in his new Burton's garment. For some reason he took off his shirt to use it as a bowl, to catch the contents of his guts, with 3 shandies I'd taken that throat. It would be a while before he came out again, and let's face it, who could blame him? Something obviously brought him back, as before long, but could hardly tame him. He ditched the gaming for beers and Jaeger. The dog was finally caged. An absolute player, he was good with the ladies. I never thought he'd get engaged. Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays. We went out all the time. And away from the nightclubs, we played footy and snooker. It was my double name partner in crime. Scoot, Scott Squared, Lego Head, Finger Boy, some names we've known you by. If you've got any questions about any of those, you're going to have to ask him why. Here's a few stories I share with you all that have happened as our friendship grows. I don't plan on telling the nice ones though, not the highs, only the lows. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, dusk, the local nightclub had closed its door. What should catch Scott's eye? There was a packet of chips on the floor. The server just walking past them, he decided to launch them at me. But who should have the final laugh? I'll tell you, it was not he. A policeman came stomping over to inquire about the fuss. For some reason, Scott chose this moment to pack in being such a wuss. He argued with the copper, insisting he wasn't a knob. The copper had other ideas. He was about to shut Scott's gob. In this encounter, Scott was very much invested. One moment he thought he was big and tough. The next, he got arrested. You don't know about
Class.
A cold dark night in the South Shield cells amongst the chavs and fighters. The next morning presented with his fine, his wallet, 70 quid later. It was 3 o'clock in the morning, and this time into 2. The both of us were canny smashed, we'd been on the house since noon. On my way for a doner kebab, we left our final bar. With a drunken stumble, Scott smashed his head into a meathead Geordie's car. The meathead came over with his posse, acting big and bold. Meanwhile, he was on the deck, flat out cold. Upon Scott returning from the land of Nod, the meathead demanded some money. We put up a fight against the demands, but then his arse got runny. I wanted to leg it on wobbly legs, but he decided it was brighter. To pay up the damages to the Geordie Phil Mitchell, his wallet, £100 later.
Is that the one that you got told was going to be a bit?
No.
There's something else to come.
The next story was kindly shared with me from a friend of ours, Mr. Greaves. I'm actually glad I wasn't there, because at the thought of it, he still heaves. To set the scene, they worked together, so often shared the driving. One morning, after a night of beers, Scott was barely surviving. A chirpy Greaves, a glum-faced Scott, fighting the rush hour traffic. A funny noise came from Scott's thumb. The next part would get graphic. More strange noises, so twisting faces, the smell becoming distinct. The cause of this, I hear you ask? Stop losing control of the sphincter. Greaves never go white and hold it single time.
Greaves.
Seatbelt has stopped all the other chance. When his foot to the floor, you can hold it no more. Greaves, it's pooping pants. So now you know the tale of Scott's funny bum. And yes, it's not a big crappy. He's been a good man, that Mr. Greaves is. The next day, he bought you.
Not me.
No. No, it was a bus pass. I previously mentioned you were good with the ladies, which may come as a shock to most. But things went downhill when you got to the fringe and started to give up the ghost. But you still had that charm and always stayed calm, never settling for second best. And lucky for you, she came out of the blue, your soulmate from the northwest. 2014 on the 19th of May was the day of your first date with me. Good jobs you saw through, the crime in the poo, and even your really small. A second date came around quite soon. There's none of the above really shocked her. He was the one, the next chip from con, and you were life-saving doctor. None of that mattered as they both fell in love and followed their dreams together. And I, for one, am proud of you both for cementing your shared love forever. Now, 9 years on, from that very first date, we celebrate your special day. I'm honoured to stand here as your best man, and some advice is the last thing I'll say. To keep marriage brimming with love and with joy, and that warm fuzzy feeling in your gut. When you are wrong, you should just admit it, and when you're right, you should keep your mouth shut. So here's the love, here's the laughter, here's the happy ever after. Now let's celebrate with all that we've got. Ladies and gentlemen, please raise a glass to the newlyweds. Make it loud.
Great.